Hello, my name is Ryan, and I'm going to teach you all about tents, a little bit more about cots, and hopefully some cooking in this episode. Or not cooking, but kinds of campouts, and then cooking will be another episode, and you get the point. So get your scout spirit and join me in this video. Hopefully it doesn't start raining while I'm filming.
Facing the rain, I quickly set up my cot. So this cot is a Coleman brand cot with a little side table and a cup holder, perfect for nights of sleeping and game playing with your tent buddy at summer camps. Again, this cot should not be brought or built and placed inside of a tent unless it is summer camp or NYLT. It just is big, hunky, heavy, and takes up a lot of room. They are very convenient as what my brother calls, well, mattresses, but I prefer using my sleeping pad on these. Everett just says that, or my brother Everett just says that the cot itself is a mattress. I don't quite agree, but maybe some of you do. If you do, tell me down below in the comments. Comments, not comments. But it is decently comfortable, and Mosquito Oasis does fit on it. I didn't do it in this video, putting Mosquito Oasis on the cot, that is, but I will in another video. Now there is something that has been distracting me a little bit from, or taking all my time, which is this. I'm clearing out leaves and debris to make a soccer field or a football field in our backyard, and it's not even close to done, but it's coming along, and that's what's been taking my time away from filming YouTube videos and stuff, if you wanted to know. So this is what I use to store my camping equipment and what my family uses. You can see all three of our cots, our trunks, and our sleeping bags.
I moved inside, so we're going to talk about kinds of camps real quick, and I think that'll be the most part of this video. Then tents and cooking should be the next two videos, hopefully, if everything goes according to plan. I am going to start following an update schedule. If you've noticed, right now I'm posting videos willy-nilly, not following a schedule. So if you've read my new banner, I said new videos weekly. That's not happening. So I am going to post this video on Sunday, and that's going to be the schedule I follow. So every Sunday I will post a video or two, and that's going to be the schedule that I follow. So also, just real quick, I wanted to mention that my birthday is coming up on September 15th. Hopefully I get a microphone then. I asked for one, and if I don't, I have enough money to buy one. I just wanted to tell you guys that the quality of these videos are going to start improving over time. The first kind of campout I would like to talk about are regular campouts. So regular campouts are the kind of campouts that your troops should go on monthly if you're not a Cub Scout. These can be based around merit badges, fun events such as like Klondikes and challenges between troops. They can also be based off of leadership training and scout training in general, like camping obviously, but even just cooking training, that can be one. And then there are many more themes and merit badges that a campout can be based around. So regular campouts are usually Friday night or evening to Sunday morning. Around 10 is when 229 ended the campout on Monday morning. So again, these campouts can be based around like a merit badge. In 229, I had a campout based around the horsemanship merit badge, and that's how I got the horsemanship merit badge. You can do a campout based off of fun events, such as troop activities like a Klondike where it tests scout skills and general good skills, and then leadership training and Scouting America training in general. I had this camp out once that was leadership training. They had to cancel the third part because it got too late, I think. But you can also do the same thing at NYLT, which is leadership training. So, again, these campouts are usually Friday through Sunday. These should happen once a month, and they are the typical campout that each troop should have. I forgot to mention that regular campouts can also be based on rank advancement. Some troops do one campout immediately after crossover, which I'll explain in another video. But for right now, crossover is just when Cub Scouts cross over into Scouting America, like 12 and up. So it can, after some troops after crossover have campouts that get the new scouts all the way through the scout rank and into the tenderfoot rank. Alright, next up are summer camps. So summer camps are most known because they are at least a 5-day camp in a super large camping area that is most known for merit badges. So each summer camp has a schedule that you can sign up for where you can choose your merit badges. Like last summer camp at Camp Constantine, I got the animation merit badge, the life-saving merit badge, and some other ones, which I'll explain in their own videos. There can also be some side projects, such as rank advancement. At Camp Bartle, they had something called Path to First Class and Path to Second Class, which did some of the requirements to get to those ranks. There are fun activities that you can do with other troops, and these build friendships and team building outside of your own troop. And then there are team-based events that you do with your troop, like a marathon in a way. At Camp Constantine, I took part in one with my troop. John Beliveau was a swimmer. Colton was the runner, and I and Grant Gutzler were canoers. So basically, John had to swim, and then Colton ran, and then me and Grant canoed around a course, and that was the challenge. So just to give a brief summary of that, team building challenges and activities, merit badges, rank advancement, and fun activities. So summer camps are usually much longer, like at least 5 days. They do serve food, but there can be outposts, which is one of the fun activities, where you can go there, do an activity, and then they give you food. Usually mostly better than what they provide at the mess hall. Sometimes there can also be hikes, or like in the evening at 7 o'clock, or very, very early swimming and canoeing stuff. There's also age-restricted stuff. So like at Camp Constantine, there was tubing for 14 plus. This is where Scouting America is dependent on your age. So some like Sea Base in Florida, which is and High Adventure Camp, which I'll talk about later in the video, is I think 14 or 15 plus, and the Summit is 14 or 15 plus as well. Alright, next up is NYLT. So NYLT, or National Youth Leadership Training, is where you get these beads that read NYLT on them. I will have an NYLT video. Actually, this will be the NYLT video, I guess. So NYLT is National Youth Leadership Training, where scouts from all over the nation can go to different camps and learn about being a leader. Typically, people who have gone to NYLT, like myself, get elected for SPL, ASPL, patrol leaders, and stuff like that. Some of the more higher leadership positions. So National Youth Leadership Training is a 7-day camp where you will cover and learn a lot of stuff about leadership. So let's see. So basically, you will cover communication. You will cover setting your goals. You will cover solving problems and developing teams. You will learn the leadership compass, the stages of team development, and leadership styles. So let me see if I can get a shot of that real quick. The leadership compass is one of the biggest things you will learn at NYLT. Basically, it is, if I can focus it, enable, explain, guide, and demonstrate. Or demonstrate, guide is basically the EDGE method, but the team development part of the compass is forming, storming, norming, and performing. And I'll explain that in the NYLT video. So basically, that's the premise of what you will learn at NYLT. NYLT is a big, and you will learn more about Scouting Edge, which you should learn anyways. You'll also learn about campfires and stuff. So NYLT is a big leadership training and team building developmental style camp. They do serve food, and you will be put through a religious ceremony. It doesn't matter if you're atheist or Muslim. It is an all-religion service, which I think it talks about in here, hopefully. I forgot. It does not quite, it looks like. But basically, it's just a service where all religions are included. If you don't have a religion, then you will be asked to go to it anyways. A big thing that you will learn at NYLT is ethics and values in decision making. I would like to read a quote real quick by Wayne Dyer, and it says, "Our lives are the sum total of the choices we have made." It's a very good quote that is very, very true. You will have some free time at NYLT as well, just like you will at summer camp. Easy entertainment. I cannot say this enough. Easy entertainment is really the key of having a fun camp out. Ooh. So having easy entertainment is really good for a camp out. And at summer camps, NYLT, not quite at OA inductions, which I will talk about next. I don't think at high adventure camps either, but even at regular camps, you will have tons of free time that are like in bursts of like 10 or 5 minutes up to 2 hours, and you want to do something. I recommend bringing books or small games like Tic-Tac-Toe, the Rubik's Cube, or Canoodle, and a pad or little notebook, and a pencil or pen. Never bring lone sheets of paper, because they get torn, they get ripped, and they're just not the best thing to bring to camps anyways. Another thing that you will do a lot of, and I mean a lot of at NYLT, is singing, because this creates a sense of unity between all the scouts there. When it doesn't seem like it belongs, but it really does, and it really works. So you get up in the morning, sing before breakfast, sing before lunch, sing when you have free time during classes or presentations, and sing before dinner, and sometimes after dinner. You will do a lot of singing. Hopefully I will be able to fit some songs into the video, but that will be later. Maybe even in next video I will be able to do some singing and stuff with my brother and father. Next I will go over OA induction. Basically, OA inductions are camps where people who are elected by their troop to be in the Order of the Arrow, which is basically a Scouts Honor Society. People who are elected by their troop go to this camp out to be welcomed into OA. You'll do some service projects at whatever camp they choose. A lot of people who go to NYLT get chosen to go to OA, just like how I was. There are ranks in a way like brothership, and there's one above that I can't remember right now, but you do have to work for those, just like how you have to work for ranks regularly anyways. But seriously, I didn't know I had to do this, which is why I'm telling you who's watching this video. If you're going to an OA induction, they will ask you to carve an arrow out of a wooden block and a string. Carve the arrow before camp, and if you're going to that camp and you need to go to an OA chapter meeting because the website doesn't tell you to make one, to know to make one. So all you need to do is carve out an arrow. I don't think I kept mine. I had to make it at camp. It looked awful. I didn't even finish it. But please do make yours before camp because it will turn out so much better and it will be so much quicker as well. I didn't even finish mine after the 2 days of camping. So you'll do a lot of service hours that don't count towards rank or service hours like in the back of your book, but it's to refurbish whatever camp you're doing. And there are 2 things that you will be doing. You will be silenced, so that means that you can't talk during the entire camp out after they tell you you can't. You'll also not eat a lot, or you will be fasting, which means that so the meal plan that I got was, I got 1 hard-boiled egg and a half a slice of toast for breakfast, half a sandwich, and a cookie for lunch. Or for breakfast I got a boiled egg, and for a hard-boiled egg and half a slice of toast for breakfast, a cookie and half a sandwich for lunch, and then for dinner we got a full meal, actually more than a full meal. And then that night the night after that will be super fun. You'll get to meet a lot of people in the chow hall or wherever you will eat, and you'll get to have fun. I highly recommend bringing some form of entertainment, maybe like Tic-Tac-Go, not the Rubik's Cube, but I highly recommend cards. There are so many games you can play with cards, and they are super small as well. For OA inductions, it tells you not to bring unsheathed knives, which means knives that can't close. So basically, knives like this one, which is a Swiss Army knife, are fine to bring because you can close the knife whenever you are not using it. But for other knives which you can't close and need a sheath, you can't bring those. I just decided not to bring a knife at all because I didn't understand that, which is why I'm explaining this in detail. So after that, you will be included into a chapter of OA, and if you move, like how I did, immediately after you get in OA, you can switch chapter, and it won't affect any of the progress you make. Just like how you can switch troops, basically your information will just hop to whatever chapter you're in next in your local area. I think that's all I have. So I asked my great scouting friend, John Beliveau, to help me with this video and give me, since I haven't been to a high adventure camp, to give me some description about high adventure camps he's been to. He gave me 3 paragraphs about it, which I didn't ask for that much, but it was so useful, and it took me about 30 minutes, but I typed the basic premise onto my laptop, and I do have a sub-goal, which I will explain later in the video, and I will make a book if I reach that sub-goal, and this will hopefully be in there. But thanks to John Beliveau. Now I'm ready to talk about high adventure camps. So, to quote John Beliveau, who is a great friend of mine, high adventure camps are a special opportunity for older scouts to experience a more rigorous and more outdoorsy experience than a set standard summer camp. High adventure camps tend to prioritize outdoor experiences and backcountry camping over merit badges and rank requirements. Each camp has a different main skill that it focuses on. For example, Camp Philemont, which is a high adventure camp John Beliveau went to, is oriented around backpacking and hiking. Each adventure camp is around 7 to 12 days long, and you need to focus more on the adventure rather than the destination that you're trying to get to at the end of each day. While there are opportunities to go on side adventures and focus more on merit badges at higher adventure camps, the overall focus is getting from place to place. For this reason, it is important that you go with good friends or make friends with the people on the trail that you don't know. These camps can provide you with gear such as bear bags, tents, and meal plans to hiker parties for safe travels and adventures. High adventure camps also act as a scouting hub where you can meet scouts from all over the globe and make memories that you can make nowhere else, and lifelong friends that you can make nowhere else. The challenges that high adventure camps provide should never be understated, and it is very important for scouts to be trained and prepared for long and tiring days. Nothing is more rewarding than watching the sunrise over the mountain that you just climbed. No matter how you and your party go in, you will come out very close or closer friends. John Beliveau, the Life Scout. So at the end of the video, I'll do the shout out to John Beliveau for this week. Maybe not this week, maybe next week. Shout out to John Beliveau, but I'll give credit to John Beliveau for helping me in this video at the end. From what I have researched and what I know about high adventure camps, as John Beliveau said, tend to be much more rigorous than typical summer camp or just any camp in general. Sea base, you do diving in oceans and seas in Florida. In Philemont, you go hiking and backpacking. I believe it's in New Mexico. The Summit and Northern Tier, you hike in the snow and make snow holes and snow caverns to camp in overnight. And then there are maybe not multiple. And then those are the biggest ones, which are called the Triple Three. Well, the Summit, Sea Base, and Philemont are the Triple Crown. So if you go to all of them, you basically have the Triple Crown. Each high adventure camp has a reward that you can get. So some have belt buckles and belts, and some have stickers and stuff that you can put on your water bottles that you can buy. I haven't been to one yet. I really want to. But basically there are also, as John Beliveau said, side hustles that you can do. Like, you can be a chaplain and lead your group or hiking party and doing religious stuff every day. You can be the outdoor ethics guide, which helps do police calls at camps before you leave in the mornings or at night. It depends. And you get badges for that can hang off here. Let me see. So some camps provide your party, hiking party that is, with some stuff. So Philemont provides hiking parties with bear bags, tents, and a meal plan. That was so you don't have to worry about that stuff. Bear bags are super, super important, and I will go over that in another video. Hopefully I can get one by then so I can demonstrate how to use it, because I do have some pretty tall trees in my backyard that I could use it on, just to demonstrate. But for now, I might make a more detailed video on high adventure camps. But for right now, with all of my research and with John Belivau's help, that is what I have for high adventure camps. They are age restricted, and they are decently long, as he said in the beginning. They are around 7 to 12 days long, and they are much harder, and you really have to be friends with the people on the trail, or else it can get
So
very,
I do
very
have a
irritating.
subscriber goal right now, and I know it's kind of unrealistic for the amount of people who watch my videos right now that are not subscribed, and that even are subscribed, which aren't that many. One just unsubscribed actually. Is that once I hit 100 subscribers, I will start writing a scouting advice book that'll basically round up everything that I say in my videos, and I will give credit to all the people who helped me write the book and who have helped me in scouting in general. And hopefully the quote that John Beliveau wrote will be in that. But again, 100 subscribers, and I'll start writing this book. Hopefully, once I hit that, in maybe like a year, I will be able to make a couple of copies and send them out for people, like my viewers, you guys. Hope maybe I'll have a Patreon by then, and if I do, it'll be available on my Patreon. I don't think I will yet, because that I won't be big enough. Like, not like Destructive Builds or something, or Pixel Riffs, or Mr. Beast, obviously. But once I hit 100 subscribers, I will start writing a scouting advice book, and I think next I will go on to organizing your tent if there's enough time, because it feels like this video will be getting long already. And you'll probably be sick of my voice. So this video is very long compared to how long I want it. I'm trying to go for 17 minutes at max. This one so far is 26 minutes, so I'm going to end it here. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking and subscribing to my YouTube channel. This week's shout out goes to Gage and Gavin, who have been really great friends, and they supported me in my early YouTube days, which still are happening, but like very, very early. And again, they are just great friends. Thank you to John Beliveau for helping in this video with his very helpful quote, and I will see you guys in the next video.